Good morning, students of class 10. Welcome back to the online classes now. Let's continue our lesson in history, class 9. So, peasants and farmers. In our previous classes, we have talked about pastures, forests, pastoralists, tribal people, about the pastoralists of Africa, about the pastoralists of India, how their lives changed dramatically during colonial rule. We have studied about that. Now we'll talk about how modern agriculture has changed people's lives. Once the world became modern, once the countries became modern, how life has changed, especially of those poor people, of those poor workers, how their lives have changed. We'll talk about that. First we'll talk about the England, then we'll talk about the workers of peasants and farmers of America, then we'll talk about the peasant and farmers of India. So we'll take the lesson one by one. The 1.0 first. The coming of modern agriculture in England. First we'll talk about England. Lot of things are there. Then we'll talk about America, then India. So now here, number one, I've written 8 points over here. Number one, on 1st June 1830, on 1st June 1830, a farmer in the northwest England, northwest England, found barn. Barn means where they keep cows, where they keep farm products, especially the cows. Barn. And haystack. Hay means the dried grass. After harvesting, whatever dry plant is remained, that is called hay. Haystack. You must have seen in the villages also haystack kept for the cows. The haystack is kept for the cows to feed them during dry season. Haystack reduced to ashes by fire at night. Some of the barns and some of the haystacks were burnt at night, and the farmers were surprised how it happened. Nobody knew what is the cause of this fire. The haystack was burned, barn was burned. Sometimes the whole farmhouse used to get burned. More cases of fire were reported in the following month. From June onwards, the following months, more cases of fire at night, burning of farm, burning of haystack, burning of barns. More cases of fire were reported in the month that followed after the month of June. More cases were reported. On 20th August 1830, here is June, July, August. 20th August 1830, the same year, a threshing machine of a farmer was destroyed by the laborers in East Kent. Kent is a place, a name of a city. In the east of that city there are farms. So the workers broke the threshing machine on 20th August 1830. And after that, more threshing machines were destroyed. In the following 2 years, 1830, 1831, 32, in the following 2 years, riots means disturbance in great number or mass disturbance, fighting. People, they were quarreling and fighting among each other. Maybe the big farmers, landowners and the workers. Mass riots spread over South England. South England also, towards the east, the riots spread all over South England. And about, within these 2 years, 387 threshing machines were broken. 387 threshing machines, quite big number. 387 threshing machines were broken. by the workers, by the writers. Not only that, during this period, at that moment, at that period, at that time, when the threshing machines were broken, especially the writers or the people, workers, they used to attack during the night. They used to break the threshing machines, tractors, harvesters, agricultural equipments, everything were destroyed. They came in mass number, in huge big number, and they used to destroy and attack, burn the houses, burn the farms, burn the barns, haystack, destroying the threshing machines and agricultural equipments such as tractors, harvesters, threshing machines. 387 threshing machines were destroyed, broken within these 2 years from 1830. Now, during this period, farmers received threatening letters. Threatening letters. Farmers, they received, the big farmers, the medium farmers, the small farmers, all the farmers, they received threatening letters, urging them, warning them, telling them to stop using machines. Don't use machines. If you use machines for cultivation, then your machine will be broken. So, urging them to stop using machines that deprived means keep away from, deprived workmen for their livelihood. Now we understood why this thing was happening, why they said the fire broke out at night, why threshing machines were broken, why these riots took place, because it is the matter of livelihood. The workers have no work. If all the farmers, they started using machines, the workmen or the laborers or the peasants will have no work. How will they survive? That's why they were against this using machines by the farmers. So, threatening them with the letter that don't use machines, otherwise they will be deprived of livelihood. So that's why this event took place. Most of these letters were signed, the letter were posted, and each and every farmer received the letter, and at the end it was signed in the name of Captain Swing. It was written at the end, Captain Swing. Now, who was Captain Swing? Captain Swing was an imaginary name. They did not give the proper name of an individual. Captain Swing was the name of an imaginary name. It was given so that the government could not catch. So most of these letters were signed in the name of Captain Swing. Landlords were so scared after receiving these letters. They were so afraid, they started breaking their own threshing machines so that they will not come and attack. So landlords feared attacks by armed bands at night. They were so scared, and they might be attacked by the armed bands at night. So that's why they destroyed their own machines. The farmers, they started destroying their own machines, tractors, threshing machines, they started destroying so that it will not attract the rioters or the workers at night to destroy and set fire. Government took strict actions. Government took actions strictly and rounded up. Rounded up means caught rioters. The rioters were caught. Those who were rioting, those who were disturbing the society, those who were against the farmers and destroying the threshing machines and equipments, they were rounded up by the government. You can see fact and figures are given a little bit. 1976 were tried, judgment. There was a trial in the court. 1976 were called in the court. 9 were hanged. 9 persons were hanged. They were the culprits. 9 were hanged. 450 were transported to Australia to work in their colony. 450 were taken to Australia. and 644 were put behind bars. 644 writers were jailed. Behind bars means in prison, jail. They were jailed, put in prison. So you see the numbers. These were the workers who were against the using of modern technology, modern machines, because they were deprived of their livelihood. That's why they were against the farmers who were using machines. So now more are there. A lot of things happened afterwards. So now we'll talk about that in our next class. Thank you for watching the video. Stay safe and do your regular studies online every day, so that you will not miss your classes. That's all. Thank you for today, for watching.